Live? Are we live on Facebook?
You better hope so.
I think we're live on everywhere. We are live, folks. It's Friday afternoon. You know what it is? I hope. Who
What?
are you, by the way? They may not remember you.
The bold one, the cold one. John Colder Ice Lawson. What's up?
I'm Brent Leary.
Too bad.
That's how you do it. Just, short, sweet, simple. But I do have something before we get into anything serious.
Okay.
If we do we actually
Do we ever get in anything
I
serious?
don't know. I wanted to send a special shout out. Special shout out to my girl, Khalees. Yes. Standing up for herself.
Oh my God.
Not letting anybody just trample all over her. Khalees. But don't you like when somebody stands up for their own rights?
You won't break my soul.
Don't let nobody just bite your stuff, folks. No matter how big they is, don't let them do it to you.
It's unfortunate that Khalees didn't read her contract. And I understand that she feels slighted because she doesn't get paid on a song she performed on. But in the words
that she created. By the way, say hey, Fortuna, nice to see you. Just thought I'd say that.
I mean, you know what? I guarantee she didn't create that song.
Hey, Gloria.
I guarantee she didn't create that song. It might have been a collaboration.
She wrote it.
It doesn't say that. It actually says somebody else wrote it. But, in the words of the great Martha Wash,
It's raining men. What are you ready? You're quoting Martha. It's raining men. Hallelujah.
No, I was just going to say I'm going to say it's going to make you sweat. I get it. See, the thing is, you have to read your contract. So Martha Wash sang the whole damn song.
A poor young girl.
Who? Khalees?
Khalees, poor young girl. She didn't have the parents. She didn't have the parents that were managers and all that. Like
you've done stupid things when you were younger. Do you go back 20 years later and still bitch about
anybody that bites me, I'm coming for you.
So there you go.
Just like Khalees, I'm coming for you.
Plus, the thing is, if you would have heard the song, that's the thing that irritates me about most of the people. They haven't heard the song. They just heard Khalees yapping. Okay. And what did you hear?
And I heard Khalees in her righteous indignation.
No, what did you hear in the song?
I heard Khalees say, you know what?
No, I said, what did you hear in the song?
She bit from me.
What did you hear in the song?
Just give me credit. That's
you have not heard the song.
Just give me credit. That's all I want.
Sit there.
Shout me out. Hey, Khalees, this one's for you. That would have been nice.
Anyway.
That would have been nice.
Here's
all
the
right.
thing.
Wait a minute.
But I just want
Facebook user is back in the house. By the
way. What's up?
It's Bundle and Barb. That's who it is. It's Bundle and Barb.
Oh, it's Bundle and Barb. Hey, Barb.
Good to see you, Bundle.
We thought you might have been Chris Green because he comes in sometimes.
So
we can't see his name.
So because I bestowed her the name of Bundle and Barb, can I also shorten it down to BB? Because it's like easier for BB.
Hey, BB.
I don't know if she gets it.
All right.
Anyway, what were you saying?
No, I'm asking seriously on the real.
Have you
heard the song?
I listened to part of it. I knew the.
But I mean, did you hear the part?
Yeah, I can tell there was some
inspiration.
There was some chicanery, some maybe you know what it reminded me of. It's not nearly to this level, but remember Vanilla Ice when he tried to make it sound like he did not.
That's not. But that's Vanilla Ice. He tried to defend.
Yeah, but he said Queen. He said no. Their song was ding 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 ding.
No. He said
their song was no. Oh yeah, their song was ding 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. My song is so different.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, completely different, bro. But see, that's the thing. She didn't sample the song. She didn't
I
sample.
know, but
there was not a sample.
She kind of recreated a little bit of the spirit of the song. That's what it was.
Exactly.
That
Okay.
was
But she gave credit to the actual writers of that song.
Give credit to the person who we all remember the song for. Come on. Who remembers the song for the writers?
You don't, but that's the way the industry works.
Shout out to your girl who made that song popular. That's all I'm saying.
That was a shout out with her dumb ass. If she would have caught that, that was the shout out.
A shout out is, hey, Khalees.
Hey, Khalees.
You know.
Hey, Khalees. You know, we're sending a check to Farrell.
Not hey,
Pharrell. Look, we're sending a check to Farrell.
What does that do her good? It doesn't do her any good.
Exactly. That's why she's mad.
Shout out to Khalees, folks. Shout out.
Anyway,
pick up for
you know what? She's no longer on the track. So bye, girl. Bye.
That's okay. I think she's probably happier.
I'm sure she's happier.
I was getting ready to play the UTFO bite song, but you know, I'll leave that one alone.
That's just so childish.
All right, one more thing. Now, this
thing.
I think we can both agree. Let me see if I got this queued up. I think we can both agree on this. Is cool. Now, it was kind of a rough week. A lot of superstars dying. And you had Bill Russell died. What are you laughing at?
Nothing to comment. Don't worry. I'm not laughing about Bill Russell.
Oh, catch a clue, Felicia. I thought it was bye. Lisa, come on now.
She's talking to you, Felicia.
Lisa, if somebody bit your stuff and then 20 years later, I'm sorry. I have no issue at all with Khalees saying, hey.
You should have called me.
Hey.
Should have called me. I wish you would have called me. At least just call me. I'll be
Why not?
Would that have been you? She's not the songwriter. If she was on the label and said she's the songwriter, she would have got a call.
Queen Bee, ain't she like all powerful? Ain't she all knowing?
Exactly. So to kind of, here's the thing. All right, here's the last part about it. All right. If she had a problem, if she had a problem with Beyonce not calling her, she should have called Beyonce. So I think two wrongs. So let me finish. I don't think two wrongs make a right. B, in the second video, she admits that Beyonce doesn't need her to clear the sample, but it would just be nice if you'd have just called me.
I'm not talking about legalities.
Why?
I'm
saying that's what she said, though.
I'm talking about what's right.
You know what?
Talking about the law.
I used to, when I would hear the words Khalees, I would think about the music. Now all I can think about is what a petty woman. That's all I can think about.
It really is. Yeah, Beyonce could have just done it right from the beginning and we wouldn't have had Anyway, moving along.
Oh my God.
Moving along. It was a rough
Don't say right. Just don't say right, because she did right. She gave credit to the writers. They're getting paid for the sample.
Talking legality.
She got it cleared.
You're talking legalities. I'm talking right.
Whatever. La 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 la.
Anyway,
okay.
Lots of
maybe she'll pitch because I just said that right there.
Lots of rough.
Yeah, you should have called me.
Lots of rough stuff happened this week.
All right, yes.
Passing.
I want to hear that.
Bill Russell, Nichelle Nichols, Vin Scully. If you're a sports person like I am, lots of sadness.
They always come in threes.
There's that, and then there's lots of layoffs and things. And and Fortune mentioned, Oracle, and I know he knows some folks over there, and I know some folks that are caught under lots of stuff. But I did find something that really lifted my spirits, and it came from an 81-year-old person celebrating a 40-year-old song that they did, and it goes a little something like this.
We're forever locked tight in a factor, hold the mortal since entering the brotherhood of the
you know who that is, right?
Friendship is essential to the soul. The bridge builder, the greatest story ever told. Revolution so bold, this is rocking that deep purple.
Like you have no idea who this is. You don't know.
I can't hear you. I'm
sorry. George Clinton and Atomic Dog. You don't know that.
Sounds like they're fighting.
That is George Clinton at 81 years old doing a live rendition to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Atomic Dog. That is what gave
Is that
me
really him?
joy. That is really him at 81 years old, still acting crazy with all that energy, leading a pack of grown men in their Omega Sci-Fi outfit, walking around doing the Atomic Dog and drinking lots of beverages that I will not explain what they are.
Okay.
That was very cool to me. I needed to see that. I needed to see that from George. Thank you, George. 81-year-old. He just turned 81 years old this week, I think. Doing Atomic Dog at 81. That made me feel so much better this week.
Hey, nice.
Yes, Lisa. Yes, that was him.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Although I do not agree with your take on Khalees, but that's okay.
Anyway.
We're over that. All right. So
Thanks, cuz.
This is is one of your cousins? I should have known.
Mm-hmm.
Where's cousin Gar?
I don't know where Gar is.
All right. So today the jobs report came out. So let's kind of backtrack here.
Unpack that.
Interest rates going up month after month. Inflation still up.
Yep.
Right. We're hearing all these
5.1%.
We're hearing all these big companies laying people off. Oracle is one of the latest. They laid thousands of people off. All this.
Really? Thousands?
Yeah, thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think they said less than 1% of their 181,000 people, but
still
over,
they're not growing.
Yeah. No, well, they're not. The net is
they're not growing.
Right. But then, so everybody's talking about recession, all this, but then the jobs report comes out. 528,000 new jobs created. Unemployment rate clicked down to 3.5, I think.
0.1%.
So, wow, your cousin is on it. She's got the inflation in Europe. Is she in Europe?
No.
Why is she talking about Europe? We care about the States here. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so usually when you have the inflation up and interest rates are up and people are getting, these big companies are firing folks, and you had a GDP down 2 successive quarters, that usually says recession.
Consumer outlook down.
All of that points to recession. But 528,000 jobs.
Right.
It does not point to recession. So you tell me what you make out of this. What
I don't know. I've heard a lot of other people discussing some of that. A lot of that they say could be second jobs.
Second jobs.
Right. So it's like the recession's so bad and the employment rate is good because people are getting a second job to keep up with inflation.
Okay. Your cousin wanted to further clarify her statement. She said the European inflation rate is 8.9 because they keep saying Biden is causing the inflation.
Well,
they do say that.
Well, here's the thing. I don't care if he's causing it or not. He's in the driver's seat and he's going to take the hell for it. Period. It is what it is. That he's. Well, when you're on your watch,
when you're the president, when you're the president, you take the credit for the good, so you got to take the blame for the bad. I mean, we just had a president, the previous one, that didn't want to do that. That's all.
He didn't do that ever.
He's still fighting over the fact that he lost.
Completely lost.
Yeah, we'll just leave that to the side.
No, I ain't leaving that. That's obvious. If you can't see that he lost, then you're stupid. Okay.
Send all emails to.
That's right. Send them right here. If you can write.
Let me make sure I'm pointing in the right direction. Yeah, right there. There you go. So are we or are we not in a recession?
I feel like we're in a recession simply because why do I feel like that's another thing somebody was saying, it's like part of it is just a lot of hype. you know. But I really do feel like there is, just because things are so expensive, it just feels like things are worse than they pretend to be on the surface.
But the interesting thing is, if you look at the gas prices lately, they're down. They're not down to where they were, pre-pandemic or
No,
whatever.
we're at like
But
4.
they came down very
We're
significantly
still
over the
over
last few months.
$4.
Not where I am. I could get
No,
three. I could
no,
get
I'm
gas.
saying nationally.
I can get gas for $3.49.
You're at
where I'm at.
349. I think I'm
Yeah.
at 350 something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's definitely gone down a lot. And so here's the thing. Maybe we're coming out of the recession nobody wanted to admit that we were in, because I've been talking about a recession for at least 2 months. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, but 2 months, that doesn't make a recession.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, even the kind of the technical definition is 2
it's
quarters.
2 quarters.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is so honestly, all the signs and pointers that are normal for economy are all screwed up. They're all screwed up.
Can we put all this weird activity, behavior, signs, metrics, can we just place it all at the feet of the pandemic? Because if it wasn't for the pandemic, would we be seeing all this weird stuff?
Yes and no. I don't know if it's the pandemic or the response to the pandemic.
Well, that's what I mean. The pandemic caused the response.
Right. Yeah. Because, and I think what we did in 2020 fell out and smoothed out in 2021. And now we're feeling the results of it in 2022. That's kind of what I feel.
So Fortune is saying that, I mean, we've already had 275 basis point increases the last couple of months.
Yep.
And the number that they put out for unemployment, I mean, for these drop, I think all it does is make these guys say, look, we need to keep going with this, because
we might get a full point.
It doesn't seem to be slowing down the jobs market any.
We might get a full point.
I think we could potentially be in kind of jeopardy of them saying, all right, 520,000. Like you said, maybe we'll do 75, maybe we'll do 100 basis points and go so hard because they think they aren't, things aren't responding the way they traditionally are. Then they'll hit like this dramatic fall off a cliff thing and go from like 528,000 jobs to like losing a couple 100,000.
But see, I think that's coming anyway. So you just talked about all the people that just did their layoffs, right? 100,000.
Amazon laid some folks off. Microsoft,
Amazon, Shopify, Microsoft, all the tech industry, really. Tech industry's hurting.
But wait a minute, is it really? Because
I think they overbuilt in 2000 based on a lot of numbers.
Maybe, but we just did last week Apple and Amazon. Are they hurting? Were they hurting? I don't think they were hurting. Microsoft wasn't hurting either. I think. And then what
makes you then, if you're having record profits, what makes you lay off all these people?
I think, and this is just my speculation about just generally speaking, not about any specific company. I think when there's an opportunity to do some pairing and you can kind of put it at the feet of economic conditions, that's what they do. They look, we have some fat we like to trim, and it's a lot easier to trim it when we can point to shaky near-term economic outlooks. So even though we just made 21 billion in profit this quarter, we're going to still pair off, get rid of some stuff over here, and be able to say, well, we had a great quarter, but the economic conditions in the future are very uncertain, and we want to be prepared by doing this.
And that's what they did.
That's what I think. I think that's the playbook. If there's opportunities to get rid of some stuff, and you can put it on uncertain economic conditions and still reap the benefits of having a great quarter. Why
I
not?
think, well, here we go. Third quarter is going to be a little bit more telling.
So this will be telling because all these layoffs that were announced, I'm guessing they're going to count towards the third quarter, right? Not
Right.
second.
Right. And I think that the third quarter numbers might be a little softer than the second quarter numbers.
So if that's the case, then what they are saying ended up being right and gives them some sort of a justification for doing the stuff they do, right?
Yes, but then do you have to go back and look? Are we in a recession right now or not?
All right. So to me, it doesn't feel like a recession. It hurts going to the market.
Okay.
But if you got a job at least, and look, even if you have to work a couple, it feels like you can even if you wanted to, you can just start doing DoorDash and making some money. And when the gas prices go down, you actually end up making up a little better than like a couple of months ago doing that. And it feels like if you don't have a job, I know people that say, "Hey, look, in the meantime, I'm doing DoorDash," and they're making money, and they're able to, take care of themselves. If you're in a recession, it feels like even those opportunities aren't there.
Another thing but the other statistic that came out this week was that consumer debt is increasing.
It's increasing.
Yeah. So the amount people are putting on credit cards is going up.
Oh, all right. So let me, Fortuna, you're so right. There are companies out there who the way they operate is the last thing they do is to cut
as opposed to the first thing.
As opposed to the first. Yeah. So you're totally correct. We need to salute those folks.
Yeah, but they only got 10 people. So
no, there are some big companies that operate. They try their first thought is how can we keep people?
How can we
how can we get rid of people? Totally agree with you on that. Now, BB, she likes BB, so I'm going with BB. BB says so Amazon is closing warehouses they overbuilt in 2020, but tripling down on digital profit streams.
Ooh, what's a digital profit stream?
I don't know. BB, can you further explain that a little bit in the comments? Because it sounds interesting. Let's see. Fortuna says contact centers still can't find enough agents. And what's interesting about
that's the problem too. Yes.
Oh, but the interesting thing about that is contact center agents can now work out of their homes. At least some people or some companies are looking for people so badly that you can actually be a contact center agent right from your home.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that?
I mean, a friend of mine just said, his restaurant had to close down. He can't find enough workers. You go to hotels, there's not enough people servicing the room, so you can't get your room cleaned every day.
You go to the service industry. The service industry is booming, and the travel and leisure booming. I mean, we were just in Texas last week.
Right.
I didn't see any empty spots in any place in that hotel.
Yeah, well, they were having the daggone conference at the hotel. Too.
All right. What about the flight? I didn't see not one.
Every flight I've been on this year has been packed. Every single flight, even to places that people shouldn't even be traveling to.
They can't find enough pilots.
Yeah.
Because they let all the, once again, the pandemic became a great excuse for the airlines to get rid of the high-priced, the high experience, but high-priced pilots.
Which is very scary to me.
It's very scary. You just get 12-year-old flying your plane. It's like, damn, wait a minute.
It's very scary. Or, people are just, anyway, I don't know what's going on. It's all crazy.
So net, if you had to say one way or the other, August 5th, 2022,
today,
5:32 p.m. East Coast. Are we in a recession? Yes or no? One word answer.
If you'd have asked me yesterday,
I'm asking you now. Yes or no?
Oh, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna have to still say yes because the old school notion of 2 consecutive quarters, 2 consecutive months still resides, and we've had 2 consecutive months of retraction. So
Okay,
I'm going to say yes, but it's a weird one.
All right, but that's okay because you are old and old school fits you. So I was banking on that. Anybody out there listening, one word answer as of 5:33 p.m. East Coast time.
Yes.
Friday,
Let's
August
see
5th.
what you guys say. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Are we in a recession? One word answer, yes or no. Let us know. Because I'm really curious because the indicators are all over the damn place. I don't know what to make out of it. So it'd be interesting to see what everybody thinks.
Irrelevant.
That is not the answer we were looking for, bundling. BB. We want a up or a down. Yeah. Yay or nay. Yay or nay.
That's all you get.
Fortune. Austin is a boom town. Even well, yeah, it is a boom town. And it was 104 degrees.
It sure was, bro. Wow.
Fortune, I would love to know what you think. Yay or nay? Maybe. What the hell is all this?
What? Yes
on the fence stuff
or no? You got to take a side.
Yeah, we need as of right now. You said one word. I also said yes or no.
There's always profit to be had. We could be in a damn,
Hey, there's always somebody profiting.
Yeah, there's always a profit. So
far,
that's not a big deal.
You guys are weak.
Yeah, they're indifferent.
Don't limit me.
They're indifferent.
I'm sorry. This is our show, ain't it? Can't we make the rule on this? One word answer. Yes. No.
Okay. Lisa says no.
All right, Lisa.
We gotta know.
So it's cousin versus cousin on that one. He's going against Big Cuz. I'm in her camp.
He's older than me.
Damn, Lisa.
I'm teasing. Don't get me in trouble.
He's just putting you all out on Front Street like that. That's kind of wrong. Please,
he's probably not.
Please, Lisa, if he's wrong, please let us both know right now.
She's not feeling it yet.
Okay. Now, Fortune. Well, when you have a name like Fortune, you can answer like that because that's yes in French, right?
Yes,
something like that.
Okay, Lisa's a little.
Oh, she's younger.
She's younger.
You're really terrible to your family.
Stop.
Cousin Gar, you say he's not a Lawson and his last name is literally Lawson. You say that Lisa is older than you and she isn't. So I mean, damn. Kind of rough being a Lawson.
It is.
Cousin of John Lawson. I don't know.
Anyway, it's 2-1. What do you say? You haven't voted.
I said as of right now, I don't think we're in a recession.
You said no. All right. Well, we're on
the unemployment rate even ticked down. I mean, it's you're not supposed to see unemployment go down.
See, that's another thing. It's like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
And it wasn't just like, oh, we made 80,000, 528,000.
That is insane. That is insane numbers at this time in this kind of economy. So I just don't. I can't.
Did anybody make like a change to the definition of the unemployment definition or something? Because that's just that number just blew me away. I don't know.
It's too much. It's too much, man.
All right, so we got one yes from Fortune, one no from Lisa. You said yes. Yeah. I said no.
So it's a tie.
Bundle and Barb. See, bundling, you could be like the tiebreaker.
You could be the tiebreaker.
You just get off the fence there and let us know. Big numbers in my Trump. Yeah, I would love to hear the Trump voice there.
No, we don't need to hear the Trump voice. I don't ever want to hear that voice again.
All right. Well, while we wait on Bundling Barb to see if she breaks the tie. Oh, wait a minute. She broke the tie.
No.
So she's on the right side.
I guess that should be good news.
I think it's good news.
You know what? That's going to be the question of the day tomorrow. I can make it the question of the day today. I think
You can do it now. Why
I think I
wrong?
asked the question of the day already.
Well, check again. That's a really good question.
That is a good
Especially
question.
after the numbers that came out.
We'll make that a question soon.
Yeah, I do that.
Before we come back here next week.
All right. So let's move on
that?
a little bit.
All
Because was it Bundle and Barb that mentioned this early on? Amazon.
Amazon.
Wasn't it just last week where they bought that medical company for $4 billion?
They did, yeah. Was it? I think it was 2
That was
weeks
just last week, wasn't it?
That was
I
2
think
weeks
we talked
ago.
about it last week.
Maybe.
I think it was a part of the earnings drop thing.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, because they did.
All right, well, anyway. That was 3.94 billion. This week, today, they announced
I don't see this.
a $1.78 billion acquisition of Will Smith's iRobot. I thought the movie was good, but not that good. But wait,
is Will Smith going to be in this one?
Is he slapping anybody?
I don't know.
Or as Chris Rock said, Suge Smith. Isn't that what you said?
Suge Smith. He called him Suge Smith.
Your cousin is keeping me on point. Look at that. 2 weeks ago. You Lawsons. You sticklers.
Hey, we just know the drill.
Yeah. Anyway, Amazon spent another 1.78 billion on another. Remember, they bought, what was that? What was that? Kiva for $1 billion about what, a decade ago?
Yeah, it's been a long time ago to outfit their warehouses.
So they're doubling down.
And now they can clean their warehouse.
So what do you think the Rumbas?
So they bought Rumba, and I just think, they got tired and couldn't compete because they made knockoffs of it and sold them under their own private label brand. And I guess they just was like, we can't get enough traction. We might as well just buy it.
Dang, these are coming hard on me now. I need to order some family from Rent-A-Clan. No thanks. I don't want nothing from no clan. I'll bypass that. Don't want anything from the clan. So is that a good move? An important move? What do you think?
It doesn't excite me. I don't care. They got robot. Great.
BB says it's a home automation play.
Whatever.
Damn, that was kind of dismissive.
I'm not her. I'm just saying. I just think the whole. Who cares?
What's the bigger deal?
They bought robots.
I'm guessing from the tone that the acquisition of the medical company.
That's way bigger.
What do you? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't lie to him. No, go ahead. Lie to him.
Break my good moment. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, moving along. So why do you
between those two? Though, I mean, come on. It's just a robot vacuum cleaner. Give me a break. They just want to. They just want to control that market.
That's a lot to spend for that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Bigger picture. It's just not robots in there. It's not just robots. It's in their patents. It's not just robots in their patents.
He's saying it's not just robots in their patents. Well, whatever. I don't read their patents, but if you ask me right now, I could care less.
Bundle and Barb, if you've read the patents, I would love to know
give me one thing that's in their patent. I mean, Amazon has patents on things that they still never come through with, but if that's what it is, a patent grab, maybe. I don't know. I still don't get it. Other than they just want to control that market. And trust me, these guys sell many, many robots.
All right.
Many vacuum cleaners.
Lisa is going off the board on me. I don't know who the hell Tom Ford is. Is he Henry Ford's grandson?
Oh, really?
No,
Tom Ford used to be with Gucci. Either Gucci or Finn. No, it had to be Gucci. But anyway, he broke off, created his own label, and he's a big brand. And now Estee Lauder's buying him. Yeah, the fashion designer for Gucci.
Well,
as you can tell, Brent would not know anything about fashion, Gucci.
I know what I like.
And
That's
that
all
would
that
be a
matters.
Rams hat. That's about it.
The Rams logo.
Yeah, something with a
Yeah, I've
Rams
got
logo.
multiple, looks and things.
Looks. He's got multiple looks.
Yeah,
Yes.
got that, this kind of thing.
Really, I've never seen that one.
Got nice clean. This is a nice clean fall kind of collection look.
This is his collection. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
A smattering.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say, come on. Let's not go down the fashion road with you. Please.
His colognes cost $200. No, shit. That is crazy.
It's crazy.
Thanks for hanging out, Fortune. It was nice to see you. Have a great weekend.
I go low end. I go Versace. That's my brand.
Oh, really?
I love Versace. But anyway.
I go whatever the soap I get,
Happy weekend. Yeah, I'm really, you know what? Now she got me interested. I mean, I know there's other product lines, but none of it's even close to the Rumba. So
you had sent me an image earlier this week about something that you found interesting with the Amazon listing.
Yeah. I hadn't seen that before. Had you?
No. Explain it to folks.
Well, where's the image?
Oh, all right. Well,
I'm about to say you bothered with Kellis and Khalees and
let's get her name right. It's already been disrespected once by your girl.
Kelly is.
I will not let you disrespect her any further.
I can't. I love her.
Yeah, okay.
I do. I still love her, but she's just being ignorant. But she's always been ignorant. So that's nothing new either.
That's kind of a harsh statement.
I mean, she has. I mean, she's always been like very in your face and confrontation.
She's a very independent young lady.
Yeah, the milkshake girl.
Yeah, I didn't like that song. I prefer her earlier work, but that's
the one we're talking
caught out there. All right, here you go.
Yes, there we go. So what you guys are looking at is me doing a search for body butter. And the first thing which is highlighted here that comes up is this body butter by Green Ivy, right? Green Ivy. That's
not Blue Ivy. Green Ivy.
Not Blue Ivy, right. So if you look at the highlighted parts, let's go to middle, right below the picture, it says featured from our brands. So that means that this item is an Amazon private label brand. The key thing is that if you look to the right, there's the sponsored ads over there. So the first thing that comes up in the results is a Amazon featured brand that's exclusive only to Amazon. And it doesn't have, now if you go to the top, it's ranked number 116,000 in body beauty and personal care. If you look to the right, the one on the right is ranked 2,000. The lower the ranking, the higher it actually is. It's like in a record. If you're the number one record, you're the best. So this product is lower ranked than the other product. It's only available because it's a Amazon brand and it's number one in your search results. So Amazon is boosting their own products even in front of paid listings. And this is what people are talking about and why they are having a issue with the FTC and why they probably are going to end up losing a lot of cases. But this is the first time I've actually seen that marking on there that said it was their private label.
Bundle and Barb says she's really not surprised by that.
Yeah, she's been doing Amazon forever. That's why I say all of us that are on Amazon know Amazon doesn't play fair, even close to being fair. But based on your idea around, Beyonce, I'm sure you think that's fair. So you'll think that's fair, but let Beyonce sing la la la, and all of a sudden she's crooked.
Just give credit to Khalees. That's all I'm saying. That's all I ask. No, I don't track that nearly like you do, of course. So I wasn't aware of all the stuff going on.
That's just so blatant.
All right, here's a question though. Oh, it's so hard. So the equivalent would be if you go into Ingles or Kroger and you go to the milk section and there's 20 different kinds of milk, but somehow the Kroger brand milk is strategically positioned in a way that hits you first. Is that not
No,
going on in the physical stores?
that's not the equivalent.
All right, what's the equivalent?
The equivalent, I'm trying to think because this is an advertising network play. That's what we're talking about. So the equivalent would be if I purchased a billboard and I was selling from the billboard company and I was selling, my, like she says, her sheets.
But,
So
but
if she put,
let me cut you off just for a second because I think it's really important. So Bundling Barb said, I have a bedding brand. No way I can beat out Amazon Basics bed sheets. Grr. But look at what your cousin said. I will look for your brand and support you. Oh, see, this is what this show should be all about. Bringing the community together, helping each other out, not biting from one another.
Oh my God. I knew there was something coming. I knew there was something.
Not saying, oh, you got to bet I'm going to go to somebody else. No, we're all in it together, folks.
So you're selling advertising on this billboard. I buy your advertising on the billboard. And what you end up doing is putting a billboard on top of it, advertising the same thing in the same category, but the one that you own. That's what it would be more or less like. It's about the advertising dollars.
So is that going on like in physical stores that you know of? Is any of that kind of stuff going on?
Well, you don't have to pay to be on the shelf in the physical store.
I thought for positioning brands paid for certain positions on a shelf.
I don't think that's totally the case. If it is the case, it's not as simple as this case is. This case is pretty open and dry. They run a advertising platform. See, that's what I'm saying. This is just an advertising platform. It's not about the shopping. It's about the advertising part.
Bundling Barb's response to Cousin Lisa. I'm gonna just start calling her Cousin Lisa at this point. But I do Cousin Gar, so I should do Cousin Lisa. So Amazon uses data they collect from our products that sell well. Then they create competing products. And yes, cuz I appreciate you. I love that whole
appreciate you.
Yeah, that's very nice.
That is awesome.
So I don't try to compete with them. I sell on my own site, in my store, and a bunch of other sales platforms. Hands down, more sales and profit than I can make on Amazon with this product. Oh, okay. So Bundling, if you don't mind sharing, what percentage of your sales come from
on your own site versus
Amazon versus everything else? I'd be very interested to find that out. But yeah. So I mean, is there a rationale for trying to just sell everything on Amazon, or is it really important that you build your own presence and use these other marketplaces and try to drive everything back to your own? Because let's face it, the only way you're going to get.
I mean, no, there's $100 million brands that have been built specifically and only on Amazon from third-party sellers.
They sell totally on Amazon.
They only build brands on Amazon.
What's an example of that?
Well, I mean, some of the ones that got shut down. That's the ones that come to my head right now.
Some of the ones that got shut down.
Yeah, Aki. Back in the day, I used to buy all their stuff. But
Bundling Barb, share that link because Cousin Lisa wants to go to your site. All right.
So I mean, I'll look up some brands for you at some point and get.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I mean, you're talking about, you said $100 million brands.
$100 million brands that are being built only on Amazon.
Some of them but that's not like a mom and pop started small and built all the way up to 100 million, right?
No, they're not. But I mean, somebody had to start them. They didn't exist before Amazon. Let's put it like this.
Okay, they didn't.
They
But I
did
mean,
not. They were built on the Amazon platform.
they were built specifically on the Amazon marketplace.
Yes.
That'd be really interesting to see.
Absolutely.
Because because the thing that if you do that, what are you doing to capture the customer data? Because
you don't need the customer data. What do you need it for?
It just feels like that's at some point in time you want to speak directly to your customers, but I guess it could be wrong.
But they're not your customer; they're Amazon's customer.
But when you want to make
creating products, you're just creating product. I mean, it depends on what your business model is.
Well, but
so if you're making a business model that is to create a brand for Amazon sellers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for Amazon buyers, then you don't need any of the other parts. You're using the Amazon system to make your money.
That's true, but and then I think Bundling Bar has a point there. I think it's not just about Amazon. I would think if you trust all of your 100% of your business to one partner, you're at
risk.
Yeah, because you're only as good as your partner is at that point.
Yeah, as that Amazon ain't and Amazon, but bro, Amazon has 50+% of all online sales. So
yeah, that's if you're gonna have one partner.
That's what I'm saying. This is not like these might be 10% of my sales. I'm saying that Amazon has built an entire ecosystem specifically for you to do that. Amazon wants you to bring these products to their users that they like, love, and will buy over and over again. So it feeds both sides.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. And Amazon makes it very easy for people to build brands on their site.
And with all that said, and I agree with 100% of what you just said, but I also think, what if Amazon goes in a direction that completely wipes you out?
You're screwed. And plus, trust me, there have been those that have had that happen, But like I said, or they wait till something goes down and then they's like, well, you know what? We need to build a Shopify store too because all of our eggs are in this basket. But I'm telling you, man, when you're sitting there getting fat and healthy, who cares?
So, all right. So if you're, because you coach people, you do the mind meld thing.
Mind meld thing.
Whatever the hell you call that thing. What are the initials again?
No, I'm just not going here. Man.
WTF?
Yeah, WTF. WWF.
Whatever it is, you're mind melding with
TSP
people.
Mastermind.
Yeah, Mastermind.
Yeah. Anyway, go.
So a brand new, fresh-faced, never sold a damn thing online before, but is gung-ho to open up an online retail store to sell their widgets.
They already have the widget?
They've got their own widget.
Okay, they got their own widget.
And they need the best way to get out the gate to sell their widgets online.
Mm-hmm.
And they come to the bold one, the cold one, John Cold Rice Lawson. And in this instance, it will not be Cousin Gar because you never answer a damn question.
You need to leave Gar alone. He's not here today.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sticking up for him because every time he asks a question,
I answer it.
You never answer. So we're not going to make
it. Depends. I know where you're going, and I'm just going to say it depends.
Oh.
Because it's not just cut and dry. You have to literally do the old school thing, man. Let's get a SWOT analysis going. Where do you want to be? How do you want your business to look like? How do you want your life to be? What's the perfect day when you wake up? Those are the kind of questions I ask people.
I want to sell stuff fast. I want to grow. I want to grow.
You know what? Don't do this. This is not the game for you. The get rich quick days are over.
not necessarily get rid. No, it's not like an internet marketing scheme. He's
Oh.
got a real product, a tangible good.
Yeah, I know.
Not
It
the
depends,
air
bro.
that y'all be trying to
It
sell.
depends. There's people that come to me and they've got, beauty brands. We're getting ready to start a cohort for beauty brands on Monday to get them listed on Amazon, right? So that's a good play, but it's very saturated and you need to have good strategies to be noticed. You
All
know
right.
what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question? I'll be blunt. I'm just brutal.
Ooh.
And I know we only have a few minutes.
Okay, good.
You just sparked this for me.
Oh no.
And I don't want anybody to think I'm just playing the devil's advocate because
he's the devil.
Yeah, you kind of framed it. A beauty brand cohort, and then you said there's tons of beauty brands.
Yeah.
Would you suggest maybe they think about this doing something different at this point?
Well, they already have their established. So Amazon is an add-on.
All right. Are the expectations realistically set? Where
you have to. That's the first thing I got to say. Set with you.
Thank you.
This is not a get rich quick thing. This is about finding customers that will never find you. You have to understand. What I have to tell people is that an Amazon shopper will never find. An Amazon shopper will never go over and find you on your Shopify store.
And here's
not the way. It's a different customer. So you're adding to your customer base.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you said a beauty brand for dogs, my initial reaction was to chuckle, but Bundle and Barb was serious. Hey, I would rather, if I were to start a beauty brand, I would start one for dogs before I would start one for human, because it feels to me, and I'm not talking about any of these folks you're talking about because I don't know anything about them. But
you don't know anything about beauty brands.
I definitely don't know.
You don't understand. You don't understand that 1 out of every $7 spent on beauty is spent on Amazon.
No, I know there's a lot of money spent on this stuff.
A lot.
But what I'm saying is, I've seen. Let's put it like this: the shows, these reality shows where they show people trying to do this stuff, it feels like it's more about them trying to build their own brand and to monetize their brand with accelerator or whatever you call ancillary stuff. And so what they're really trying to do is sell them and their persona, and then put their persona on products that then can be sold, which to me is not a beauty.
So you're talking about like the influencer kind of.
Yeah, it's not a beauty brand as much as it's like
these,
a lifestyle brand.
These are very unique beauty brands. These are beauty brands that are created for women of color, by women of color. So it is a niche inside of a niche, and it's an underserved niche on Amazon platform.
It is an underserved niche on Amazon.
That is what we're looking to get into and get with. There is a level of beauty influencer that has to come into play, but Amazon has created these new platform, where they can do that kind of thing. And between that and having your brand and already having customers, that's where we're going.
So you called it a cohort of beauty brands.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the cohort part, because then you could go to Amazon and say, look, we've got a variety of Black beauty brands. It's not just one person trying to do Strange or something like that. It's like it's like a group, and they have different perspectives and different, kind of aspirations and different objectives, but there's a common goal of we're all Black. I guess they're Black women. I don't know. Maybe they're Black men in there too, but they're all people of color who are trying to create, opportunities and options for women of color on Amazon and buy. I like that.
You like that, right? So that's why I would, and the thing is, what people don't understand, we understand it in our community and I'm sure everybody else has their own way of speaking in their community, but the needs that we have are unique, and the way we speak to each other are unique, you know? And so it's really just about highlighting that uniqueness and getting away from all the other noise. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
It'll be
First of
interesting to
all,
see. Absolutely. This is a test. This is my first time going out in this niche and with these brands. But these people have worked very hard, so they're hard workers. They're implementers, and I'm like, okay, if you can do this, then this is what we're gonna do. Let's go.
all right, you heard it from the bold one, the cold one, and look at what else is going on in the comment section. Your cousin Lisa and Bundle and Barb, I feel a synergy coming on. Look at this.
It's
And then-
100, and it's like $100 billion industry. Go
And then
for
look
it.
at Bundle and Barb's answer. So there's some vibing going on here. Cousin
I
Lisa
used to-
and
used
Bundle
to-
and Barb.
Used to fill volume scripts. What? Wow. Prescriptions for dogs and cats.
I mean, they're going to work in the comment section here with these two. Hey, any business that comes out of this, we deserve a cut.
10%.
We make checks
10%.
payable to pass the mic, please.
My name is not Khalees.
Oh man, that's good. We were gonna have such a nice, lovely ending. And you had to go throw a bomb like that. Let me tell you. Tell your cousin Lisa, you're your cousin. Your cousin first he claims he's younger than you, and then he does that. All right. Well, it looks like it's about that time. Good show.
Yeah.
I love the vibe, the collab bubbling with cousin Lisa and Bundle and Barb. BB.
Baby.
And thanks to you and Fortune and anybody else who was out there.
We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you going to be around next Friday?
Yes.
All right. So that means we will be back. Look at that. They even got a little BB and LL. Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
The branding. It's contagious.
Y'all are too much.
All right. Well, everybody have a great weekend. And I guess we will see you next Friday. And whenever you see us do this,
Deuces.
we're out. See ya.